everyone, my name is Angela, and today I will be sharing how to use Sq3R to make effective note-taking. I will first introduce what Sq3R is, then we will move on to why we need to take notes, and then how to use Sq3R for effective note-taking. What is Sq3R? It's basically a strategy for studying, especially for textbooks which are all in English and have a humongous amount. When we are having a time limit in our study, we can use this method to help us have the whole idea of our textbook. S stands for survey. So before we are going to read the knowledge in your book, you need to first have survey. You need to survey all the main points and have the logic of what the author wants to say. Second is Q, which is question. Maybe you can think about what you already know about the topic and what this topic intrigues you to ask questions. What do I hope to learn from this text? After writing down the questions, we start to read. While reading, we look for answers that we wrote down, which it is an active learning way. After reading and finding all the questions, we recite. We consider what you want to remember from this information. So we write down what kind of main points that you need to remember. Lastly is recall, which is we close up our book and we recall what we read and what notes we take, and to make sure that all of the knowledge are in your brain. So this is the Sq3R learning method. The main point is to have an overview of all our knowledge before reading from chapter to chapter, so you can have the main idea. Then you will have the whole logic of what the author wants to say. Taking notes is a way to organize our own logic and write it down in our own words. Taking notes can also help study and engage our mind to focus on the text. And it is also a way to have an easy memorization. So how do we apply Sq3R into our note-taking? First is have the overview of the whole context before writing down our notes. Then we will write our notes in a hierarchical structure, which is based on the main points, and we write down bullet points under the main point, which will have a logic flow. These are following the Sq3R's S, survey point. After we take our notes, we can use the Sq3R note review, which is read our notes, then recite what you need to remember, and lastly is to recall, which is to memorize all the main points. Sq3R is a time-saving study way that we can use when we are really in a deadline before an exam or something. We merge Sq3R method into note-taking. This makes our note more logical and easy to memorize. So it is a way that we can choose. You don't know how to take notes, or you want to make your notes more logical and easy to read, also easy to memorize for our study, for our exams. So this is what today I'm going to share, and thank you for listening.